Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Thursday, March 6th, 2025, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $ ORION NWSF or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got some NHL action this Thursday evening. The Seattle Kraken versus the Nashville Predators. We should be able to get to puck drop here in just a couple minutes. So let's get the music queued up, take a look at the thumb, and let's get settled in for a little bit of Thursday night hockey. Let's get it. And on the thumb, making his debut, my favorite Seattle Kraken member, Shane Wright. And on the right, Mr. Do-It-All for the Preds, Philip Forsberg, leading the team in points, goals, and assists. If we can slow him down, we'll definitely have a chance here today. And hopefully Shane Wright can end up getting in the point column, assist, and maybe a goal here this evening. Let's get it. All right, let me get on my screen situated here. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day. And I hope we can play a little bit better than what we did the last time around. Well, they had 6 goals against the Bruins just a few days ago, so. All right, I think we're all situated here. Daniel in the building, what's good? Sarah in the building, what's good? Let's get to 100 in donos. Let's do that. And again, we'll be shooting for 20 likes within the first hour, 30 to 50 if we hit the algorithm, and then obviously 100 in the donos on every single stream. Megan in the building, what's good? Okay. Yeah, so it looks like the 2 times that we've played, Megan has got one of the scores. That was in game 1 when we were on the road, and that was October 15th. We won 7-3. We actually did play them a month later on November 20th at home, and we won 3-0. So this is the 3rd and final matchup against the Preds this season, and hopefully we can make it a clean sweep, scoring 7 in the first, 3 in the second, and hopefully we can get 3 or more here tonight. And then we got the Mariners coming on in a split matchup squad, kind of duel. They have the Angels in one game with half the squad, and then I believe they're playing the Diamondbacks on the other half, and that's going to come up in about 40 minutes. So, Sarah, if you can give me a reminder, I already have the stream kind of ready to go. I just need to be able to click on play at that time, and then I'll be able to cover both matchups with the Mariners as well as the Kraken and the Preds. And this is definitely a game that is winnable for us. There's not too many teams that have a worse record than Seattle. 22-32-7 for the Preds, 15-12-3 at home, 26-32-4 for the Kraken, 12-17-0 on the road. So again, definitely a winnable game. And we've gotten kind of our heart broken a few times in these last few matchups, but hopefully we can get a dub here today. I like it a lot. Let me see here. I got it already loaded up here for you. But obviously, if you have anything to do with, Back to the Future or like Marty McFly with the vest, the long sleeve tee, and then you got to have the hat with it as well. It looks awesome. And I know that you're going to have a fun time when you end up going and seeing that particular show. Big facts. And there's all kinds of action, today in the sports world. I mean, it's like if you want baseball, if you want basketball, you want college basketball, you want NHL. I mean, they're literally right now, it's like 30 different things that are going to be going on either at the moment or that are going to be going on here within the next hour and a half. So now they're going over this particular move. Mikey Esmont there for Bjorky and Yanni Gord. Bjorky and Gord going to the Lightning? That's wild, man. But again, we'll see what happens with these, first round picks that come through, and if they pan out, it could be maybe that saving grace, and maybe it could be the difference, from where we're sitting now and where we're gonna be going. If we can hit on those picks, even if we hit only one of the picks, and we get someone like a Bjorky type of talent, but better, and then the other player turns into kind of like a role player like Yanni, I think that would still be fine, But again, if we can hit on both, maybe with a goalie and then a forward, a center, or a defenseman with those first round picks, that could be huge, and definitely excited to see what the future holds for the Kraken. Oh, it looks bright. I mean, it looks very, very bright. I know you think that the photo doesn't do it justice in person, which I imagine is true, but it definitely pops for sure. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how from one year to the next, things can change pretty dramatically. And let's take a look at the injury report to see if there's anything substantial. Brandon Tanev is out, which is unfortunate, and it looks like he'll be back in a couple days. Estimated return date would be on the 8th. So hopefully that will be fine. And obviously we know Yanni obviously on the way out with the trade with Bjorky. Montour is day-to-day, but I assume that he will play based on what the report says. Riker Evans, day-to-day, and I believe I saw him already out there already, obviously warming up, so I think we're good there. And obviously with Ebbs, should be good to go. So obviously he was on injured reserve, but should be good now. So the only individual that we're not going to have is Turbo, which is unfortunate, but it doesn't look like it's serious. And then they got a few guys on IR for the Preds, and then Gustav Nyquist is out, but the return date was today. So I'm not sure if he will be playing or not. We'll have to look at the announcers when they announce the lineups. And then also Mark Jankowski for the Preds was day-to-day, but, presumably was going to be back today. So nothing really big besides Turbo, and hopefully we can end up winning this matchup without him, which I feel we could. We've already won twice against this opponent, and I know the Preds are going to look for revenge, and they're not going to try to get swept. But, again, we'll see how it all plays out here in just a few moments. And that's everything that just based off the announcers here and on ESPN. So hopefully we can get the dub here. Mariners are going to be coming on in a little bit. And let's take a quick look. We got Red Wings 2, Utah Hockey Club 1. Sabres up 3-2 on the Lightning. Panthers up 1-0 against the Blue Jackets. Jets up 2-0 on the Flyers. Bruins and Hurricanes knotted up at 1. And then obviously the Flames, Stars, Kraken, Preds matchup are just starting. And then you have the Canadiens and the Oilers later tonight, as well as the Sharks and the Avalanche. And then as we go to the NBA side, let's take a quick peek. Bulls up 63-57 on the Magic. Pacers up 31-21 on the Hawks. Sixers and Celtics going at it. Celtics up by 8, 35-27 in the second. Nets up big on the Warriors by 20 at the end of the first, 35-15. And then you get Rockets, Pelicans on a little bit later, as well as the Knicks led by Jalen Brunson going against the Lakers and Luka and LeBron James. And then last but not least, let's take a quick look at the MLB. We got Braves up 1-0 on the Marlins. 5-5 tie with the Pirates and Orioles. They debuted a new bobblehead for Skeens. Incredible. And, when I saw it on socials, I was like, wow, I need to get one of those. Astros up 5-1 on the Mets. Royals and Cubs knotted up at 0. And here's some final scores. We got Twins 8, Yankees 4, Rays 5, Phillies 4, Nats 12-1 over the Cardinals. Sorry, Sarah. 7-4 Blue Jays on the Red Sox. Giants won 7-3 over the White Sox. Rangers 8-2 final over the Padres. Dodgers winning 8-4 over the Rangers. And then we got Diamondbacks Guardians on later. Brewers and Athletics on later. And then there's a split squad, Mariners and Angels, and Mariners Diamondbacks both in about 30 minutes for both games. So I got to tune into those as well. Probably won't be able to find a stream for both, but I know I'll be able to find at least one, like the Angel matchup. All right, here we go. Defend the deep, release the Kraken. This is a winnable game. Let's go, Shane Wright. Let's go, Kraken. Let's go and defend the deep. Puck drop. Let's go, baby. Schwartz, Larson, Dunn, Kako, and Beniers here in the first line. Oh, boom! There we go! Just like that. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Adam Larson with the backhand. Boom! 1-0 Seattle. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a faster start. 32 seconds in. Woo! Let's go. Oh, my. And we got Joey Decord in net, so they're not ready for Grubauer just yet. And hopefully Decord will play a little bit better than the last time around, which he gave up 5. 1 got reviewed, went to 4. And off the deflection there, top shelf. And Larson will take it. Saros is like, where'd it go? There it is. Nice. Great start for Seattle. You couldn't have asked for a better start. Let's go. Hell yeah. I mean, I was expecting, or hoping, maybe not expecting is the right word. I was hoping that we would score within the first 5 minutes to kind of set the tone, or at least within the first 10. But hell, when you can get a goal within the first minute, you're in business, baby. And when you look good, you feel good, you play good. I see you, Adam. Let's go. Way to bring that electricity for Seattle on the road right out of the gates. 1-0, Kraken. Love it. Ebbs, Montour, Alexiak, Tolvanen, and Stevenson. So far, passing has been pretty crisp. Aggressiveness is there. The focus is there. And again, this might be one of the very few opponents that Seattle may be able to bully from beginning to end. And again, no guarantee we win, but again, we've been able to manhandle this opponent twice so far. And what a great start. But it's not how you start, it's how you finish. But starting fast is always a good recipe for the Kraken, rather than having to play catch up in the second and third period, just based on what we've seen in years past. Montour, let's go. Montour, Myers, Alexiak. Eismont. Melanson. Well, they're really sprinkling in a whole new, different kind of line here for Seattle for the first time since the trade with Yanni and Bjorky. Decord versus Saros. Yeah, we got a lot of new faces in the lineup right now. Melanson, Montour, Myers, Alexiak, Eismont. It's going to get me a little, a little rhythm, to be able to pick up on some of these new additions that we have. Good defense here by Seattle so far. Let's go Kraken. Stamkos, O'Reilly, Statsny, Gaizo, Evangelista. Come on, baby. Let's go. No worries. Hopefully we'll be able to have some others step up and help us out with that. I mean, I guarantee Godwin wants to come back and the team wants him back, but again, it's really going to come down to the money side of it and whatnot. But, we've never had any issues with Chris, and, I know he loves Tampa and whatnot. So, I mean, if it was my choice, I would love to have him for the rest of his career, even after having an ACL, MCL, PCL, even if that means he's not exactly the same player as he was prior to injury. It's still a guy that I would want on the team, and I think that he could still be productive. Even if it goes down slightly, I still think that he'd be worth having on the team than just some other random wide receiver that we, draft or, bring over in free agency. But again, the NFL is a business, so we'll have to figure out, how that all situates with the salary cap and for each individual player, what they want and what they feel that they deserve. I appreciate that, Megan. Montour, Myers, Alexiak, Eismont, Melanson. About 5 minutes gone here in the first period, and Adam Larson getting us going with a goal within the first minute. And that is what I'm talking about, baby. 32 seconds in, assisted by Vince Dunn and Capo Caco, baby. Ebbs, Stevenson, Mahora, Tolvanen, and Riker Evans. Let's go, Riker. Nice steal there by the Preds. Stamko. Oh my, that could have went in. Good defense there by Decord and getting a little bit of help from the defense as well, getting in the way. That could have been terrible for us. Ebbs, Stevenson, Montour, Tolvanen, Alexiak. I appreciate that, Sarah, and you know how it goes. Every dollar counts, so I appreciate that. Sarah's getting us started off. Normally, Megan has that honor, but, you got to be able to do what you got to do for trips and whatnot and personal things, so we totally understand, and hopefully we'll get some other individuals other than Sarah to step up today, but we're off to a good start. $5 holla. Appreciate you. Let me know what you want to do for a couple photos, and I got you. $5 in the bucket, 95 to go, and again, every dollar counts. Paying for Paisley's food. I got to take her to the vet in a couple weeks. That's going to cost a couple $100. So anything that could be done will be greatly appreciated. And food is going to cost me about $80 here in a few days as well. So stacks on stacks, racks on racks, and a little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. Thank you so much. We're at 5:95 to go. Ebbs, Stevenson, Montour, Tolvanen, Alexiak, the court in net, doing a great job so far. Don't want to jinx him, though. Adam Larson with a goal within the first 32 seconds in the matchup off a deflection top shelf, and we got a nice 1-0 lead on the Preds. And again, we've had pretty good success against them. 7-3 on October 15th on the road, 3-0 at home on November 20th, and this is the last matchup that we have against the Preds this season. Mahura, Evans, Stevenson, Burakovsky, and we get Jared McCann in the line. Let's go. I got you. Clark fam. It'd be crazy if they were related. Like Dallas was like the uncle or something, but to my knowledge, they're not related, but nothing would surprise me nowadays. Plus, Clark is a pretty common name for last name. Like Smith. Not every Smith is related either. Mahora, Evans, Stevenson, Burakovsky, and McCann. Let's go, Jared. Bang! Oh, my. Philip Forsberg. And again, he's leading in points, goals, and assists. And I knew at some point or another that, he was going to be the guy that would get, Nashville on the board, since he is pretty much the man on the team, leading in all categories. And there it is, off the steal and right past the cord on that right side. And we're knotted up at 1. Oh, my. I mean, he got on the thumb for a reason, but I was hoping that it wasn't going to be a goal in the first period. I was hoping that Forsberg would score maybe in the second or third, and it was like one time, and that's it. But he's already got one, and we'll see how that goes the rest of the way. And again, off a great steal, great pass, and set up his teammate perfectly there. Sissons with the great pass and the great assist to set up Philip Forsberg. We're knotted up at 1, baby. Good matchup. STL in the building. What's good? Yeah, hopefully it's not a hat trick night for Forsberg because, we're going to have to score probably 3 or more to win this. So, man out of play. .23rd goal for Forsberg. Let's see if we can get a couple photos up here quickly for Sarah. Appreciate you. Squeeze in one more. All right, we're knotted up here at 1 with less than 12 minutes to go here in the first period. Adam Larson with a goal within the first 32 seconds. And now Philip Forsberg, the leader on the Preds in points, goals, and assists, the trifecta. And you get that from time to time when you have a beast player on a team. And single-handedly, he's trying to be able to keep his team close. Decord is on his stomach, and somehow, some way, we get out of that. Holy cow. That could have easily been 2-1 right there. Now the Preds are in a power play. Fuck. And we're not good in power play defense. Schwartz, Dunn, Paco, and Beniers could definitely be 2-1 here in a matter of seconds. Oh, no worry, Megan. Do your thing. All right. Stamkos, O'Reilly, Marchessault, Forsberg. Come on, Seattle. O'Reilly right there with the shot. Marchessault, Stamkos. Come on, Seattle. Hang tough in this power play. Oh, good defense there. Marchessault just wide. Stamkos, O'Reilly, Marchessault, Forsberg. Nice job there by O'Reilly. And Decord going at each other. Good defense there by Joey. Still got about a minute left in the power play. Oh, deflected. We got lucky there. Forsberg, Marchessault, Stamkos, Riley. Come on, baby. Good pass. Top shelf blocked by Decord. Nice job. Poke it away. Poke it away. Now Seattle will be able to get a power play. Here we go. I like that. Power play for both. Stevenson, Montour, Mahura, and Tolvanen. Full strength. We got to get the puck out of the crease. About 9 minutes to go here in the first period. We're knotted up at 1. Competitive matchup here with the Preds and the Kraken. Burakovsky, Montour, Dunn, Tolvanen, and Matty Beniers. Get some Shane Wright in there, baby. And out of play. Yeah, 12 shots on Decord already. You know, we're going to need some of the other players to help him out and kind of, you know, get in the way and, you know, try to get that puck out of the crease. Seattle only has 4 shots, Nashville with 12. And luckily, we're tied right now at 1, not down 2-1 or 3-1 at this point. Burakovsky, Montour, Dunn, Tolvanen, and Matty Beniers. Got a little bit of commercial break. We are at 5:95 to go. And then in 13 minutes, give me a reminder, Sarah. I'll probably remember anyways, you know, even with what's going on. Because I assume by the time the first period ends, that's when I'll be able to flip on the Mariner game. So Julio had 2 home runs yesterday, but they lost. But nice to be able to see Julio, you know, finding himself, you know, in spring training. You know, again, it's hard enough to hit 1 home run in a game, but to be able to hit 2 is obviously a good sign for things to come with J-Rod and the Mariners. Yeah, no worries. Like I said, you know, I'm going to try to do as many, you know, Kraken matchups for you, Megan. But when you're working, you know, I'm into it. You know, it's not like, you know, this is like a chore for me or, you know, I'm not into, you know, hockey in general. So, again, you know, if you're working and you have to work, get your work done. You know, don't feel obligated that you have to type in the chat, you know, nonstop. You know, I know that you're, you know, still here and whatnot, just working. So no worries. And I'll give you some commentary on the game if you have a chance to listen in the background. And, again, we'll see what we can do here with Seattle the rest of the way. And, you know, I'm going to try to sprinkle in, you know, a stream or 2, depending on the week, you know, until we get towards the, you know, end of the season. But, again, knowing that I do pretty much every single type of sport, you know, some weeks might be less than others. But, again, you know, once the football season ended, you know, that's kind of what I was waiting for, just to get football done. And then now we can kind of transition into some of these other things. So we got about 8 minutes left. 1-1, Kraken and Preds. Burakovsky, Dunn, Eismont, right. We got Shane in there finally. Get him some more ice time. for a first-round pick, coming up from Coachella and whatnot, kind of came out with a bang. And, hopefully we can get Matty Beniers on that same kind of goal-scoring type of skill set than Shane. But I feel like Shane, is one of like the top 3 options on the team that has the best chance to score if he gets enough playing time on the ice. He definitely is one of the pure scorers on the team, even if he's incredibly young. Remember, first-round pick, 4th overall just a couple years ago. So we've had a couple guys like Matty and him that we need to lean on, and hopefully, at some point they'll live up, to their, draft status and exceed that. But so far we're looking pretty good. Less than 7 minutes to go. We're knotted up at 1. But I mean, out of everyone on the team, I think Shane is probably my personal favorite, on the team, just based on, consistency. Consistency is always going to be something that I'm going to be looking for. And, who's going to be someone that I can count on and trust more times than not. And I really like what Shane brings to the Kraken. Burakovsky, Dunn, Eismont, Wright, and Larson in the matchup. Joey Decord having his hands full already. Weisblatt, Barron, McCarron, Lucchini, England for the Preds. Hockey from home in the building. How are you? Let's go, Riker. Larson, Dunn, Eismont, Myers, Melanson, oh, decent pass there. Good defense by the Preds to get in the way to kind of poke that attempt away. Seattle recovers. We got about 5 minutes to go here in the first period, knotted up at 1. Adam Larson with the first goal within the first 32 seconds. And then Philip Forsberg, Mr. Do-It-All for the Preds, knotting it up with a great assist by Sissons at the 7:15 mark to knot it up at 1. But right now you got 14 shots on Decord from Nashville. We only have 4 shots, so we're lucky, to have a goal off just 4 with Larson's, kind of top shelf luck early on. Oh, I hope you feel better. Always unfortunate when people end up being a little bit under the weather. Burakovsky, McCann, Mahura, Evans, and Wright. Come on, Shane. Shot by Evans wide. Burakovsky, McCann, Mahura, Evans, and Wright. Line change here for the Preds. Blankenberg, Weisblatt, Lucchini, McCarron. 1-on-3. Hook that away. There we go. Let's go, Shane. Less than 4 minutes to go here in the first period. We're still knotted up at 1. Preds going on the offensive now. Sissons, 21 points this season, 14 assists and 7 goals. A nice assist, obviously, for Forsberg early. Good pass, good pass. Try to do a little give and go here with the Kraken. Burakovsky, McCann, Mahura, Evans, and Wright. A lot harder to do kind of a give and go, in hockey compared to basketball. Got to be able to have that, space in the ice to be able to make those passes crisp and to actually get it there. Staros with the good save. Less than 3 minutes to go. Finish strong. Ebbs, Larson, Stevenson, Vince Dunn, and Tolvanen in the matchup now. Stamkos, England, Barron, Evangelista, Tykov. Oh, he slipped. Poke that away. And out of play. Couple of Kraken players getting kind of checked into the boards in the glass, but we're all right. It's going to get physical out there. Let's go, baby. We need more of this. That swagger. Ebbs, Larson, Stevenson, Dunn, Tolvanen. Let's go. Bring that electricity, baby. Go, Shane. You the man. I got to flip over here and do the Mariners. Let's see if they have it going yet. Have it on an alternate screen here. All right, perfect. All right, Mariners and Angels is queued up. And let me look to see what the lineups were. I know on Twitter/X I reposted it. So in the Angel game, it's JP Crawford, Randy Arozarena, Jorge Polanco, Rowdy Tellez, Mitch Garver, Dominic Canzone, Mitch Mastrobuoni, Williamson, and Young with Wu on the mound. Sexy. And then in the Diamondback split matchup, Julio leading off against the Diamondbacks, Dylan Moore, Haniger, Shenton, Locklear, Rivas, Ford, Harry Ford, baby, Cade Marlowe, Samad Taylor, and Diaz on the mound. So I would assume we'll have a better shot to win in the Angel matchup. But again, it's not like Wu is going to be pitching for 6 innings. He'll probably pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, but hopefully we can find a way. Preds players on opening night on October 10th. And look at all. There's fewest players remaining from opening night in the NHL, the Preds. Traded or waived. Fabro, Wedgwood, Carrier, Parsonen, Tomasino, Shen, Novak, Nyquist. Holy cow. No wonder they have the record that they do. Stamkos, England, Evangelista, Barron, Tykov. And who do we got? We got Ebbs, Alexiak, Stevenson, Tolvanen, and Montour. Let's go. Finish strong these last 2 minutes. And Decord has done a damn good job considering how many shots have been attempted on him, compared to Saros. But the puck has definitely been, in the crease way too often. Stamkos. Come on, Seattle. About 1:30 to go here. Alexiak, Eismont, Melanson, Myers, Mahora. Crazy when you end up having 2 or 3 new individuals on the same line together, but again, you wouldn't expect any of the new guys to be in kind of like our main line, but you want to make sure you're getting them some experience out there. Get out there. There we go. Play some defense. Help Decord out. I mean, you can't expect the guy to, to take 14 to 20 shots a period and only give up 1 or none. You got to help him out. Alexiak, Eismont, Melanson, Myers, Mahura. Let's go. Jankowski, Statsny, Nalgaizo, Smith, Shickoff for the Preds. Let's go, Mariners. Oh, we got a fight. Here we go. Smith. Who is that? Punch his ass. We got Shane Wright in there. Get him. And then the refs come in and stop it. Smith protecting the crease. They're trying to get in each other's faces, and he gets slammed into the boards there. Brian Wu on the mound. Let's go, baby. 22 starts, 9-3 record. One of the best in Major League Baseball. 2.89 ERA. A great whip. 101 Ks, only 13 walks. Opponent average 211. This could be the year of the Wu, baby. Can't wait to be able to call some games of Mr. Brian Wu. I really feel that him and Bryce Miller are going to, catch up to Logan Gilbert and George Kirby, and they may even surpass those guys, depending on, injuries, wins, losses, run support. I mean, I hope everyone does fantastic, but, obviously it's always been kind of like George Kirby and Logan Gilbert, right? And, Castillo's the worst, and then Miller and Wu are kind of like third and fourth. But now, Wu and Miller are getting close to the top now. Right there with Kirby and Gilbert. So, but if we have to go opening day starting with Gilbert, that would be the smart move. Go Gilbert, then Kirby, then Wu, Miller, and then Castillo. But we'll see how their rotation is. Less than a minute to go here. Seattle power play. Burakovsky, Evans, Wright, Montour, and McCann. First pitch by Brian Wu. Smoke his ass. First pitch by Wu right down the middle. Let's go, Brian. Looking fire with those teal unis, baby. Teal hat, blue brim, teal jersey, blue undershirt. Good save. And we're going with the white pants today. Come on, Seattle. You're on the power play. Stevenson, Wright, Beniers, Dunn, Kako. We can score on this line. But we're running out of time, and that is the end of the first period. Just couldn't take advantage. I mean, we still got some time going into the second period on the power play. We'll still have like a minute. So hopefully we'll be able to score right at the beginning of the second. But a very entertaining first period. And let me go over back here to the Mariners now, since we're going to be waiting on that. All right, so let me mute the hockey since we're going into intermission, and then I can call a little bit of this, see where we're going. Let's go, baby. We'll flip it there to the Angels and the Mariners while we're just waiting. 1-1 pitch by Brian Wu. Pitch is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Big swing and a miss for Moore. 2 balls and 2 strikes for Brian Wu. Let's go, baby. And then as soon as we get back, obviously after intermission, we'll get right back into the Kraken matchup. But we got 2 Mariner games on right now against the Diamondbacks and the Angels. So, why not double dip? 2-2 pitch by Brian Wu. I got no problem doing that. Moore pops it up and fading foul. We can even flip my background as well. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Brian Wu with the punch out, baby. Hell yeah. That's my boy, Brian Wu. First punch out. Way to bring that electricity, baby. And we're knotted up at 1 with the Preds and the Kraken. I appreciate that. Yeah, keep everyone posted on anything that you're watching or that you got going on. I know Sarah will always be pumping out the different news, and you got anything else that you want to be able to report, please do. First pitch strike there. Denoda. Let's go, Brian. And they did a replay there with the review board, and that one comes back and overturned for a strike. Let's go. Let's go, Brian. 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss, man. Wu is locked in early. Let's go. I can't wait to be able to see what happens. And, you know, if Wu ends up being the best pitcher, you know, out of all of them, I mean, considering all the names that we have with Castillo and Gilbert and Kirby and Miller, you know, I definitely hope that Miller and Wu take a big leap this year. So that way there's like a conversation where there's a debate. Who is the best? Is it Gilbert? Is it George Kirby like it has been? Or is it maybe Bryce Miller and Brian Wu have caught up to those guys and maybe even have been slightly, maybe even better than those guys, you know, as the season goes along, as long as we don't have any injuries. I think one thing we know for sure is Castillo is definitely the worst. He's fifth, you know, last in the rotation. But Miller and Wu throw the heaters, and they're very exciting. You know, George Kirby is kind of like Greg Maddux, where it's just about location, not top-end heat. And then Gilbert just does everything good. He's not really great or elite at anything. He's just really good overall. Bang! Wu with the punch-out. What a great start for Brian Wu. Oh, my. That's what I'm talking about. Nice job, Brian. Love that. Great start for him. And we're at intermission with the Kraken and the Preds at 1, so might as well maximize every opportunity we have. All right, commercial break. Waiting for the action to return. All right, JP Crawford leading off. JP fouls that one off. behind in the count 1-2. Hendricks on the mound. Crawford in the box. Then we got Rosarina, Polanco, Tellez, Garver, Canzone, Masterboni, Williamson. And hopefully we can find a way. Pitches outside. And then Cole Young, who I really like playing today for this split squad at second base. JP cracks that one foul. And this might be the only time you see JP Crawford leading off, because when we go to the regular season, that should be Victor Robles, and JP will be in the 9-hole. Still an intermission for the Kraken and the Preds. Bottom of the first, 0-0 Angels and Mariners. 2-2 pitch to JP Crawford, and strikes him out looking. That's tough. Rosarina takes a strike. Come on, Randy. 219 average, which is a little low. I would love for our team batting average to go up from 200 to 220 to 230 to 250. That could be a huge difference, in just that minimal number, as a team. And hopefully we can get batting averages up across the board for the Seattle Mariners here in 2025. We're going to have a chance for the playoffs for sure, as well as the divisional, crown in the AL West. I mean, I assume the Angels will be bad. A's, obviously, even though they don't have a stadium, they'll, somewhat be competitive with Brent Rooker. You would assume to a certain degree in Butler. But again, more than likely, you would assume it'll be a 3-team race with the Astros, Rangers, and Mariners, and then with an improved athletic team as well. Rosarina strikes out, 2 away. Yeah, I mean, 240, 250 doesn't sound like that much, because again, the standard normally is like 300 and above. You're a good hitter, but again, it's really hard to hit nowadays. So even if you're batting 280 and above, 280 is kind of the new 300. And, again, when you're batting 200 to 220 as a team, it's terrible. And again, we were one of the worst hitting teams in baseball collectively. If we can get that up to, 230 to 250, that could end up, giving us 10, 12, 13 more wins, just based off that number alone. So now we got Jorge Polanco, who will be playing third base to start off the season and was injured last year, but I'm not really a big fan of Polo or Garv, but we'll see what happens this season, and hopefully they'll play a little bit better. Kyle Hendricks on the mound, bottom of the first with 2 outs, 1-1 pitch to Polo. Polo pops up, and that should be a routine play to center field. And it is an easy 1-2-3 inning for the Angels there. Wonder if Brian Wu will be back on the mound. I hope so. Anytime I can get a chance to see the starting pitching staff here in the Cactus League, I'm all about it. Someone's got to be able to scout before we go into the regular season. All right, let's take a quick look at some of the news in sports. Bengals letting star T-Rex Trey Hendrickson, who's been one of the best defensive players in the league, seek a trade. So Bengals will need to replenish that spot. Jags are trading Christian Kirk to the Texans. Bobby Wagner is going to sign with the Commanders for another 1-year deal. That's a good move for that wily vet. Jags to cut 2-time Pro Bowl tight end Evan Ingram. And other than that, that's pretty much it news-wise. Wow, Buffalo and Tampa knotted up at 5 at the end of the second. Is that the one you're watching? Holy moly, I just flipped it up. Wow. Oh my God. Paul, Dahlin, Radish, Cook, Krebs, Wenzel, Thomas, Durka, Wenzel. Wow. Wenzel has the hat trick for the Lightning. Holy moly. He had 3 goals in the second period by himself. Holy cow. I mean, normally when you see hat tricks, right, you see them kind of spread out where maybe they get one in the first and then maybe two in the second or two in the third. But to get all 3 goals in one period, that's pretty rare for hat tricks nowadays. It might have been something more common in the Gretzky-Lemieux era, but wow. I haven't seen anybody this season get 3 in a period. And I've seen, guys get 3 in a game, but not 3 in a period. Wow. I might have to flip that on. Keep me tuned up on that. All right, we got Brian Wu back out on the mound. I love seeing that. Next up is J.D. Davis. And as soon as the Kraken and the Preds come back on, obviously I'll flip it back over. Top of the second. We're knotted up here at 0-0. Pitches inside. 1 ball and 1 strike from Brian Wu to J.D. Davis. Let's go, Wu. Yeah, unfortunate that, he's going to be leaving because that's like the best defensive player the Bengals have had in like 20 years. So hopefully they'll be able to figure something out. 1-2 pitch. Big strikeout there for Brian Wu, man. Brian is locked fucking in today. This is what fucking Brian Wu is, electric. Nice job, Wu. I like Wu a lot. I mean, not that I don't like Logan Gilbert or George Kirby, but I really like, those guys that can throw the heat like Wu and Miller, and I'm very excited to see their progression. And then at some point, we got to get rid of Luis Castillo and get someone better in the 5-hole. Next up is Matthew Lugo, 256 average, 6 homers, and 22 ribbies last season. Top of the second with 1 away. 0-1 pitch from Wu to Lugo. Big swing and a miss. Man, Wu is throwing heaters out there. I love it. Well, you don't want to waste Joe Burrow's prime. I mean, they tagged T. Higgins up, but they're not going to be able to do that next year, and they'll probably have to let him walk and go somewhere else. So, Lugo trying to go for 2, sliding in safe. First hit of the ball game on Brian Wu. I don't like seeing that, but that was a good hit by Lugo. Go, Brian. Top of the second, runner at second with 1 away. Moniak, Wu's there. Get him at third. Fucking safe at third. Jesus Christ. Now runners at first and third here. Come on, guys. Help Brian out. And that's going to be a real concern, on who we have at third base, second base, and shortstop. If we can't get that figured out, it's definitely going to be a long year. First base will more than likely be Luke Raley, and then Tyler Locklear, but you could always improve that, position. But Luke Raley has been pretty fucking good for us, so I'm not really worried about that. But shortstop, second, and third are a very big concern, especially third. I don't trust Polanco at all. To go from Eugenio Suarez, to Rojas, to Polo, Jesus Christ. Now we got Joe Adell up next. 1-0, check swing. That one goes foul. And I've been trying to, watch as much as I can when they're televised with the spring training. I know it's not for everyone, but I mean, if you're a diehard, nice punch out by Wu. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Exactly what I wanted to see. My guy, Brian Wu. Definitely the most exciting pitcher based on, how he played last season and his potential and his ceiling, he definitely could end up being the best pitcher on the Mariners. And that's saying a lot with Castillo, Miller, and Logan Gilbert and George Kirby on the team. Now we got the previous pitch has been challenged. Automated balls and strikes, and it's on the corner, baby, in the zone. What do you think about this review, Sarah, with the automatic balls and strike, the little ABS system? Have you been watching any spring training? Kind of interesting. I mean, we want to make sure that the calls are correct, and you get a couple challenges a game, but I like that they're at least someone that can get it right, because we've seen how terrible umps have been over the years. And throw to second, save. Moniak with the stolen base. I think we're just about to come back here. If this is going to be the only time I'm going to see Woo, I want to see if he can finish it here. Let me see the footage, baby. Top of the second, runners at second and third with 2 outs, 0-2 count to Kingery. And Kraken and Preds are just about to come back here as well. I'll flip all the screens. And Woo with the punch out. My God. Fucking sports god. You kidding me? That's my guy, and that might be the last time I get to see Brian Woo here today. Nice job, man. That was worth it. That was a good way to be able to give me an opportunity to see what's going on. All right, let's get back to the action here. Mute this one, and let me minimize the screen so I can still keep up with what's going on. And then we got to move this one up here with the Preds, and we got to turn the volume on. All right, here we go. We're back in business now. All right, Ebbs, Schwartz, Burakovsky, Montour, and Dunn. Let's go, Kraken. Yeah, but the thing is that the replay is like literally within seconds. So it's not like, a person is looking. Like it literally is all like computer animated. And then they show up the graphic on the screen and then it's like instant. So it's not going to slow the game down one bit. And you're only able to use it a couple times. So we're talking about like 5 seconds. And you get the call correct or you don't get it correct. So I like it. It's not going to take a minute or two or anything like that. So, and the games with all the rule changes in the last couple of years, we're not going to have 3 to 5 hour games anymore. It's about 2 hours to 2 hours and 30 minutes. So, I like the new addition since it's not going to take a long time, away from the game. Wright, Burakovsky, McCann, Mahura, and Evans. Let's go. Well, that would be good for the Colts, but terrible for the Bengals. I mean, unless that you can hit on that 3rd round pick if that were to happen. But, there's not very many 1st, 2nd, 3rd round picks that are going to be as good as T-Rex. I mean, he was fantastic on the Saints, fantastic on the Bengals, and probably the most underrated defensive player in the entire NFL. He just doesn't get the love that he should, like a lot of big-name guys. But we are going to be able to see guys like Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack hit the market. So if they can stay healthy, those can be good additions for other teams as well. And normally, I'll be a little weary about guys like that. But, if Tampa had interest and they had interest in Tampa, I would take them. I don't know if I would want them long-term, but, short-term for Bosa or Mack, I'd probably want Mack more than Bosa just based off injuries. And, but when Joey is healthy, he can be good. But the problem is he's not healthy often. Beniers, Kako, Montour, Schwartz, and Alexiak here for Seattle. Stamkos, Evangelista, Blankenberg, and O'Reilly here for the Preds. Mitch Garver in the box. Come on, baby. Pitch inside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Garver from Hendricks. Come on, baby. And the Preds score. No! Just like that. Holy moly. Brady with the wrister. Damn it. And just like that, we're down 2-1. Nice goal by the Preds. Brady and Shea with the goal. All right, Shane, it's your turn. We got to tie this up. Dominic Canzone in the box here. Come on, Dom. 2-1 Preds. Ebbs, Alexiak, Montour, Tolvanen, and Stevenson. And I really feel if the Kraken played Shane Wright more, we would score more. To me, I feel like he's the best goal scorer that we have on the team. Game in and game out. Again, there's other guys like Tolvanen that have been hot as of late, as well as Larson. But I feel like he needs to get more playing time based off his skill set. He doesn't get enough. Barron, McCarron, Weisblatt, England, Lucchini, 2-1 Preds. And we got about 15 minutes to go. And we got the Mariners and Angels split squad game here on as well. So I'll be doing coverage for both. As soon as we go to an intermission, then I'll end up calling the Mariner game. And then obviously once we go back to live action, then we'll focus on the Kraken and the Preds. And I'll still sprinkle in a little bit of Mariner coverage. That's what we do. You don't see anybody else double dipping, but I will. Larson, Myers, Eismont, Melanson, and Dunn. And it's kind of weird having, Myers and Eismont and Melanson in the lineup, having newbies there. But we'll see if, any of those three can break out for us. But it doesn't really make you feel that confident in a line when you see those guys, with Larson and Dunn. I want Larson and Dunn to have better individuals with them so we can score. And we can defend appropriately. We're already down 2-1 here. Two on two. Oh, good save by Decord. That could have been 3-1. Holy hell. Melanson, Myers, Larson, McCann, and Dunn. At least they got McCann in there with this line. It's like you can't have like 3 newbies out there out of 5 and thinking that we're going to do well on the line. I mean, I know everyone needs a little bit of playing time, but that makes me nervous. Now we got Burakovsky, McCann, Mahura, Evans, and Wright. And I like it when Riker and Shane are on the ice together. You get a center, you get a defenseman, they're young. Now you just need to pair up some goal-scoring individuals and people that can pass well in the line. Blankenberg, Sissons, Forsberg, Marchessault, skate for the Preds. Brian Wu still on the mound. Holy hell. I did not think Brian was going to be pitching this long. He's in the 3rd inning, but I mean, he's wheeling and dealing. Oh my. And another goal. Fuck. 3-1 Preds off the tip. Jeez, Louise. Philip Forsberg. Come on, Woo. Now we're down 3-1. Not looking good. And again, it's like, goaltending and scoring. It's like, it's like we already know Grubauer got sent down back to Coachella, and Coco is there obviously now. So we have Gru and Decord. But, I mean, we need better goalies. Plain and simple. I like both of those guys. Coco, a new guy. But, again, if Seattle is ever going to contend, they need better goalies on the team. Not saying that we need to replace both, but, if we were to let Gru go to Coachella or somewhere else and Decord ends up being the 2, not the 1, and he's the backup, and we get someone that's elite, that would be nice, to have someone there. Because, I mean, if you're going to be giving up 3, 4, 5, 6 goals, I mean, that's the same thing that Gru was doing. And this is a little shocking to see Decord struggling so much. But, again, our defense isn't very good either. And, again, if you're not going to help, your goalie out and he's going to have to, defend, 14 or 15 shots per, period, it's impossible for him to be able to keep it clean. Rough, man. Better players in net, and we need some goal scoring. We need some phenoms in Seattle. Beniers, Alexiak, Kakko, Montour, and Schwartz. 0-0. Angels and Mariners. Brian Wu still wheeling and dealing in the third inning, which is the longest I've seen him pitch so far this season. So they are trying to kind of get him, reps as close as, going into the regular. But I would be very shocked if he pitches past the third inning. But I thought he would pitch only 1 or 2, and he's already in here in the third. Love it. Don't love this 3-1 Pred score, though. Forsberg, Sissons, Englund, Barron, and Evangelista. I mean, the Preds have 22 shots on goal, 3 goals. The Kraken only have 7. How the fuck are we going to win with 7 shots on goal, right? And we're 12 minutes left in the second period. You can't win that way. Holy hell. Forsberg with that last goal, Marchessault, and Del Gaizo with the assist. Abs, Larson, Stevenson, Dunn, and Tolvanen. Come on, baby. Oh, a fan caught that puck, and it looks like Brian Wu's day is done. They wanted to get him some reps, and he went into the third inning. Didn't give up any runs. Nice job, Brian. And a nice catch by that fan there in Nashville to catch that puck. Salute. Nice job, Brian. Great seeing you. Oh, can't believe we're down 3-1. Judah in the building. What's good? Just watching the Mariners and Angels split squad matchup. Mariners are also playing in the Diamondbacks, and Kraken started off hot, scoring a goal within the first 30 seconds of the matchup, but the Preds have scored 3 since, and tough. How you doing, Judah? Or the 5 largest contracts signed, 2 on the Preds and 2 on the Kraken. Burakovsky, Dunn, Larson, Wright, McCann. Let's go, Shane. And we're knotted up here at 0. Top of the third, runner at first. Let's go, Mariners. Stamkos, O'Reilly, Stastny, Dalgaizo, and Evangelista for the Preds. But again, hard to win when one team's got 22 fucking shots on goal, and here's Seattle with fucking 7. You know, it's like if your defense isn't very good, and you know your play in net is not very good, and then you can't score and you can't pass. Like, how the hell are you going to win? It makes it really tough. I mean, it was good early on, but man, we're on a little bit of a collapse. Hopefully we can find a way to bounce back to at least get it to 3-2 and pray that the Preds don't score anymore. Beniers, Montour, Schwartz, Alexiak, and Kakko in the lineup. Oh, you did? Nice. I was going to ask you if you decided to watch it. I would assume that anyone from that Northeast Boston area would be tuning into it, and I've heard really good things about it. I haven't got a chance to watch it just yet, but I'm hoping at one point that I will. Get back, Kraken. And again, the puck has been in the crease, you know, and Seattle has been in like defense mode pretty much this whole game, besides that first 32 seconds when Larson ended up getting that top shelf goal that kind of came out of nowhere, really close, you know, to Soros. And it's been all Nashville since. And we've beaten them the 2 previous matchups, and this is the last matchup for this particular season. And it looks like Preds want revenge. Oh, deflected. Get that puck out of the crease. If they have good like interviews and, you know, camera angles and, you know, good narrator, you know, that really does make all the difference in different documentaries and whatnot. Starting to get a little bit more physical with the Kraken players, showing a little bit of fight, but we got to be able to lead, you know, to some 2-on-2 or 1-on-1 opportunities at some point. And I mean, we're at 8 shots on goal now, but I mean, how many have been actually close? Like 2, you know, out of 8? I ain't gonna cut it. And one of them scored, but Mahura, Eisman, Evans, Melanson, and Myers. And I think that's a big part of us struggling too, is that you have a line where you have like 3 newbies that are on the ice together. That's not going to work. Eisman, Melanson, Myers together with Evans and Mahura, that is not going to work out. But I know you got to give them some time. I wish we could get more dubs when we do Kraken streams, but it just feels like, you know, more times than not, it's a struggle, but we'll still continue to run with them because I just want to see them get into that win column. It's like they just can't win every time that we don't do a stream, and then we do a stream and then they just get absolutely beat. Yeah, things have changed pretty dramatically since the 50s. I mean, you're still going to end up getting, you know, haters and racism and whatnot, but obviously the world has changed, you know, to a certain degree. But even though you still see a lot of shitty behavior that's out there, but obviously things are a little bit more accepted than they were back then, for sure. 3-1 Preds, 0-0 Angels and Mariners. Let's go, M's. Go, baby, go. There we go. A nice double for the Mariners. Mastroboni, baby, the former Cub. There we go, Miles. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 20 before the stream ends. And I believe we're at 5. We got 95 to go. We need 3 more to get to 10, 13 more to get to 12 more now to get to 20. Let's get there, baby. Next up for the Mariners is Williamson. Let's go, Ben. There we go, Ben. Here we go. Run, run, run. Mastroboni coming home safe. 1-0 M's. Hell yeah. I got to have at least one of my teams win today. There we go. Nice job by Ben Williamson with the RBI for Mastroboni. And now we're up 1-0 in the third, and Brian Wu looked amazing today. All right, Kraken, I know things are tough, but if we can just stop the bleeding somehow, some way, I'd love for Shane Wright to get on board and to be able to make this at least 3-2. But, just based on the flow of the game, it does not look like we're going to win this. I don't even know if we're going to be able to come back at all. We're definitely just getting dominated on all facets of the game. And next up, one of my favorites, Cole Young. Love me some Cole Young, love me some Colt Emerson, love me some Lazaro Montez, and love me some Harry Ford. The 4 high prospects in our farm system and our number 1 farm system in 2025 for MLB. We got 7 or 8 guys, but those are the best 4. Temp just wide. Come on, Kraken. Ebbs, Larson, Dunn, Stevenson, and Tolvanen in there at the moment. Good pass. And just wide. Now, a couple of these shots as of late have been closer, but Seattle with the steal. Come on now, push. Two on two. And it just seems like the puck is just always right in front of Joey Decord, Hard to win that way. Alexiak, Burakovsky, McCann, Montour, and Wright. Let's go, Shane. Why the hell do you not get enough playing time? It's ridiculous. Shane's only been on the ice for like 6 minutes. He's literally the best goal scorer on the team. He might be young, but remember, first round pick a couple years ago, 4th overall, just like a Matty Beniers in the first round. But, as soon as Shane Wright got called up, he was putting up goals right away. And again, we're very streaky, with our guys, but I definitely feel that you're doing yourself a disservice by having your arguably best goal scorer, or at least top 3 goal scorer, not getting enough ice time. Larson's been pretty good as of late. Tolvanen's been pretty good as of late. Get Shane Wright in the fucking game. Give him some ice time. Now we got runners at first and third with 1 out. JP Crawford, baby. Here we go. Let's go. Let's get this to 3-2 at least. Come on, Kraken. About 8 minutes to go here in the second period. 3-1 Preds. And in this type of matchup, it reminds me, kind of the last matchup and the matchup even before that, where even just passing the puck to teammates is a struggle. If you're having a hard time just getting 1 pass off before it gets stolen or 2, it's impossible to win. You got to be able to gain that rhythm and being able to get everyone involved. And, if you can only make 1 pass to a teammate and then it gets poked away, or you get checked into the boards and turn it over, it's going to be a long fucking night. And right now we're down 2 and kind of feels like the Preds are not done. We need to stop the bleeding ASAP. Ebbs, Stevenson, Mahora, Tolvanen, Evans. Let's go, Riker. 1-0 Mariners, bottom of the third, runners at first and third, and Randy Arozarena, 0-2 pitch. Check swing, foul. Poke it away, Seattle. There you go. Good steal. Here we go, 2-on-2. And good defense by Nashville. They've just been smothering on defense today. Arozarena, a single. There we go. 2-0 Mariners. Randy Arozarena with an RBI. I love it. Runners at first and second with one out. Now. First and third. Randy at first. J.P. Crawford at third. 2-0 Mariners. There we go. I mean, it's kind of how they played all year. You know, it's just like if you're one of the bottom 5 teams in the NHL, you know, this is kind of what happens. Now, the Blazers, you know, were in a similar situation early in the season where they were kind of like the Kraken, but they ended up making the right adjustments, you know, and then we found a way to go on a nice win streak, winning like 9 out of 10. We haven't seen the Kraken do anything like that this season. So, and I like the roster a hell of a lot better than last year. The roster is nice with a lot of the new additions they brought in, like Stevenson and Montour, Kako. You know, I like what I'm seeing, but, you know, with those players, but it's just, you know, again, the play in net hasn't been good, and it just seems like, you know, we're going to get pushed around and bullied, you know, pretty often. We don't have enough goal scorers, and the play in net has not been appropriate. You know, hasn't been up to standard. Definitely need a better goalie in net or two, and we need more goal scorers. I mean, you already traded away Bjorkstrand, and that was one of the better players. Like, you know, him and McCann and Matty Beniers have, you know, I don't want to say they've been a letdown, but they haven't lived up to their potential yet, you know, based on, you know, and then they got rid of Bjorky in the trade. So now you got Matty Beniers and Jared McCann and, you know, and a few others, you know, but like we need, like if you're considered one of the better players on the team, you got to play like it. That's why I feel like Shane Wright might be one of the youngest guys, but he's a better goal scorer, in my opinion, than anyone on the team. You know, based on his, if you go back and look at his ice time and how many games he's played, a lot less than everyone else, and he scored more goals in less games than everyone else. Got to get him some ice time. 2-0 Kraken, and we got Jorge Polanco topping one foul. Ooh, nice catch by that fan. Bottom of the third, runners at second and third with one out. Oh, a Kyle Seager fan caught that in a Mariner Kyle Seager jersey. Wow. Haven't seen one of those in a minute. 1-2 pitch as we're at commercial break here with about 5 minutes to go. Preds up 3-1. 2-2 count to Jorge Polanco from Kyle Hendricks. Mariners up 2-0. I love that. And looks like the Mariners have some runs in the other game, but we're down 3-2. Eugenio Suarez, the former Mariner, at the plate, but we had a shittier pitcher, you know, pitching for us, you know, in that other game against the Diamondbacks, so I don't expect to win that one. But you never know. Shane Wright, let's go. Larson, Dunn, Kako, Beniers, and Schwartz. Come on, Seattle. Show like you actually are trying. 23 shots on goal for the Preds at home. Only 9 for Seattle. Ridiculous. You can't win with 9 shots on goal. I mean, I guess if you got 3 goals off 9, but we're not that type of team. In some games, we might be able to get 3 goals out of 9 shots, but you know, it might take us 15 games, you know, before we get a situation like that. Less than 5 minutes to go. Got to get a goal here. That one just wide. Larson, Dunn, Kako, Beniers, Schwartz. And in the top line, you should definitely have Shane Wright in there, but, you know. Now you got Wright, Montour, McCann, Burakovsky, and Alexiak. This is a decent line with Wright, McCann, and Montour. You got at least 3 guys that can, you know, put it in net. Not saying that Burakovsky and Alexiak can't. They can, but I mean, one's a winger and one's a defenseman, and they can still get it done, but Larson just wide, and he's the only one that had a goal for us in the first 32 seconds. Still 2-0 Mariners. Rowdy Tellez in the box. Saros has played well, but he hasn't really had to defend today. He's only had 11 shots on goal, and we got 4 minutes left in the second period. Ridiculous. Tellez with a big swing and a miss, and that's the end of the third. 3-0. No. 2-0 Mariners. (3-2) Diamondbacks in the other game, 2-0, going into the top of the fourth. Burakovsky, McCann, Mahura, Wright, and Evans. Let's go, Riker. Let's go, Shane. Line change, Tolman in, Ebbs, Alexiak, Burakovsky, Montour. They don't give Shane enough fucking time. It's like, how do you expect him to score a goal when he's out there for like a minute? Like 2 minutes. Oh, big check there by the Preds on Mahura. And a great save by Saros. We'll be doing Blazers and the Thunder tomorrow at 5. Will definitely be a tough one. Hopefully we don't get blown out. Which we didn't get blown out against the Celtics, but great game by Peyton Pritchard and company. They got it done, as well as Derek White. Fun to watch, but I just wish they didn't explode, for like 80 points between both of those guys against the Blazers, but that's just our luck. 3 minutes to go. 3-1 Preds. Montour, Tolvanen, Ebbs, Alexiak, Stevenson. Ooh, Evangelista with a wrister, and good save there by Joey DeCourt. And good defense there by Kraken. Santos on the mound, who's one of our closers who typically pitches in the 8th inning. Interesting to see him out there, but cool to give him some experience for the M's. 2 minutes to go, and then I'll end up covering the Mariners here for a little bit while we're in second intermission. Pretty piss poor second period here for the Kraken. They're not helping DeCord one bit. 24 shots on goal for the Preds to Seattle's 12. Let's go, Santos. 1-1 pitch, fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We'll be just right around the corner for regular season baseball. Can't wait. Yeah, beating the brakes off of the Sixers. It should be Thunder, Nuggets, in the West, and then Cavs and Celtics in the East. About a minute to go. Kako, Beniers, Mahura, Schwartz, and Evans. Come on, Kraken, please. Yeah, we haven't had a very good winning percentage with the Kraken this year on stream. But I'm hoping they can find a way here to make it a little bit more competitive in the third period. Top of the fourth, 2-0 Mariners. And again, we got the Thunder and the Blazers at 5 tomorrow, Pacific. Then we'll do Cubs and Mariners probably around noon on Saturday, unless I decide to take the day off and rest my voice. And then Sunday we're going to do NASCAR Cup Series Phoenix. So, but I wouldn't mind, trying to get a little bit of Mariners in. And the Mariners, when they play teams like the Dodgers and Cubs, Yankees, it's always interesting. So, and definitely want to be able to, see what Chicago has lined up. Should be pretty fun. Wish the time for the Mariner game on Saturday was later, like at 5. That would be a little bit better, but, I don't control, the times of the games. JP throw to first, safe. Minute to go. Larson done. Kako, Myers, Icemont with the line change. Kako, Beniers, Mahura, Schwartz, and Evans. McCarron, England, Lucchini, Weisblatt, and Barron for the Preds. She's working. She was. Yeah, see, she's there. Come on, Kraken. Pretty rough. And they score another goal. You got to be shitting me. Oh, my God. Right before the period ends. Brutal. Brutal. Michael McCarron with a wraparound. 4-1 Preds. Oh, golly. I mean, that's what we needed on our end. Just that, at least one more. But, again, we did beat the Preds twice, in the regular earlier in the year, but I guess the Preds want revenge, and they're getting it. 4-1 Preds. Brutal. Michael McCarron slam dunking on Joey Decord. McCarron, England, Lucchini, Weisblatt, Barron. Oh, tough. Getting destroyed tonight. And that's the end of the second period. All right, so I'm going to switch this. I mean, last time we got into a situation like this last game, we put up at least a couple goals in the third and at least tried, but we'll see. So I'm going to cover the Mariner game now. Did we just give up a home run? Oh, that was yesterday. Okay, got to change my background there. I got to change it. All right, we go from a hockey stream to a baseball stream. Past JP Crawford. Holy hell. 2-1 Mariners now. And third error by Seattle, not good. Top of the fourth, runner at third with 2 outs. Gregory Santos, who usually comes in the 8th inning, I have no idea why he's pitching in the 4th here, just giving him reps, but, kind of weird to see a reliever, pitching in the 4th this early when you normally are pitching in the 6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th inning, but, spring training, Cactus League. And then right past JP, there's that RBI. Lugo scores, and there's the 2-1. Top of the 4th with 2 outs, runner at first. Now we're only up by 1. Come on, Mariners. Yeah, keep track of those likes and the dono train if we can get started on one. We need 2 more likes to get to 10, 12 more to hit the goal, and we need 1 more like to get to 10 to get halfway. And then again, we're at 5. We need 95 to go. Santos' night is over, and he wasn't good. Don't know why he was even in there to begin with. Now we're going to a commercial break. And we're obviously at the second intermission for the Preds and the Kraken, down 4-1. Hopefully the Kraken can come back and lose 4-3, because I highly doubt that they're going to get 3 goals in the third, but at least it would show some fight. But who knows how it will go. Oh, man. 4-1 Preds. Tough. Yeah, and I really like Jalen Brunson. You know, out of all of the players that are in the NBA right now, he's probably my favorite lefty. You know, like I like lefties a lot in sports, obviously, but I really, really like Jalen Brunson and his game. You know, it's going to be hard for the Knicks to win on the road, but if Brunson has a good game, you know, they might be able to make it a little bit more competitive. So. Now we got Joyce in the matchup here for the Mariners. There we go. Got him at second. No, safe. Brutal. Oh, come on, Ems. Pitch is outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two pitch. Little slow roller. Throw to first. There we go. Next up, Mariners, Garver, Dominic Canzone, and Miles Mastrobuoni. Let's go. Come on, Ems. Angels feel good. They at least got 1 on the board. 2-1. And Wu pitched for a few innings and looked magnificent, so can't wait to be able to see what he does this season. He was bringing that electricity early and often. We got a commercial break, just waiting for all the action to come back. I'm going to take a quick peek and see what Paisley is doing. So give me 1 sec. All right, I'm back. She is sleeping on the couch, snug as a bug. All right, 1 ball and 1 strike on Mitch Garver. Come on, Mitch. And we are at intermission. 4-1 Preds with 1 period to go to see if we can salvage the night. One-two pitch. Garver pops that one behind the plate and out of play. One-two pitch from Hendricks to Garver. Pitches high and inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Garver, slow dribbler towards first base, foul. Bottom of the 4th, 2-1 Mariners, 2-2 pitch from Hendricks to Garver. And the Angels have kept their pitcher in the whole game, which is a little odd for spring training. Usually, you're going to go through, a couple different guys and, but I guess Brian Wu did go 3. Slow dribbler, throw to first, and that's 1 away. Next up is Dominic Canzone. Pitches outside, 1-0 count. One-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Canzone 0 for 1 here so far tonight. 1-1 pitch from Hendricks to Canzone. Blows it past him for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Come on, Seattle. 1-2 pitch. Canzone pops up. Shallow left field toward third base. 2 away. Next up is Miles Mastrobuoni, former Cub. All right, looks like Hendrick's night is over. He went 4 innings. Now we're going to have a pitching change. And we're still at intermission for the Preds and the Kraken. Once that gets started again, obviously we'll flip it back to that. I'm going to go grab a water here. Kraus in the game. First pitch to Mastroboni. Outside, 1 ball and no strikes. And we're probably just a few minutes away from the third period from the Preds and the Kraken. Hopefully I can see some effort from Seattle in the third period and they can score at least 1. 2 would be great. 3 would be ideal, but just the way that the game is gone, who knows how it'll turn out. It hasn't been too great here for Seattle tonight. For the Kraken. Mariners, though, we're up 2-1. We'll see what we can do here the rest of the matchup. 1-1 pitch. Pitch is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to Miles Mastroboni, the former Chicago Cub. He'll be going against his former team on Saturday. 2-1 pitch. Mastroboni crushes that. Shallow left field. And as a very easy 1, 2, 3. End of the fourth, 2-1 Mariners. Three errors by the Mariners, and we're still up 1, so that's pretty shocking, but hopefully we can clean it up here a little bit. See if I can call a little bit more of this before we get into the third period or not. But we got commercials on both right now, so. Oh, $7 meal. But if you order that through like Grubhub, that'll be like $27. Let's flip back here to the NHL. Will Klein in the game for the Mariners. I got to flip these screens here real quick. Let's go Mariners down below. And then we're going to go. All right, here we go. We're in the third period. Ebbs, Larson, Stevenson, Dunn, and Tolvanen. Two-1 Mariners in the top of the fifth. 4-1 Predators over the Kraken. Ebbs, Larson, Stevenson, Dunn, Tolvanen. I mean, at this point, just give me an opportunity for Shane Wright to get on the ice, and let's see if we can get it to 4-2. Good defense there by Blankenberg. Ooh, backhand. Nice save by Decord. And there's only been 2 penalty minutes per team, which is rare. You know, at this point, we haven't really had that many opportunities. And again, we're getting absolutely drilled with shots. 29 shots on goal for the Preds, 12 for the Kraken. That's ridiculous. Runners at second and third for the Angels and nobody out. Fuck my life. Holy hell. Schwartz. Now you have a line change. Alexiak, Burakovsky, Montour, Tolvanen, and Beniers. Come on, Seattle. Does anyone want to score tonight? And let's go, Mariners. Find a way to get out of this inning. Yeah, Kraken definitely having the hardest time out of all of the teams I root for. But hopefully in the near future, they can get the right pieces, the right combo of players, and we can turn it around. Mahura, Evans, Kakko, Wright, McCann. I like this line right here. Klein on the mound, Moore in the box. 2-1 Mariners, runners at second and third, 0-2 pitch. This Klein pitcher is ass. Jesus Christ, wild pitch, 2-2 tie. Christ, are you kidding me? And obviously with the, some of these guys that are pitching in spring training, they're not even going to be on the team. They're going to be in single A, high A, double A, triple A, or a guy that just doesn't play. 17 minutes to go, 4-1 Preds. Barron, Jankowski, Forsberg, Sissons, Delgaizo. For the Preds, Mahura, Evans, Kakko, Wright, and McCann. Jared, Shane, Capo, Riker. Denied. Come on, Seattle, help out Decord. It's been rough today. Saros is just sitting there eating a sandwich. He's only had to defend 13 attempts today. Is he even out there? I mean, hell, it's like they've been playing empty net all game. They don't even need him. McCann, Eismont, Myers, Mahura, let's go. Dunn, Larson, Melanson, Myers. Come on, Seattle. Good pass. Larson, Dunn, Eismont, Melanson, and Myers. Too much ice time for the newbies. Not enough for Shane and Riker. Ebbs, Stevenson, Montour, Dunn, Tolvanen. Come on, this is a good line as well. We got to have somebody that wants it. But at this point, the Predators' defense has been so smothering, which it feels like I say that every time the Kraken play someone, regardless at home or on the road. And it's very difficult to even do the basic things when the puck and the player are getting smothered. Like you're not even able to pass like a normal team. Like, you get one pass, maybe two if you're lucky, and then it's stolen. It's poked away. Hard to gain any kind of rhythm or momentum when that happens on every fucking line. Good pass. Montour lets it fly just wide. That actually was a decent opportunity there. Probably the best one I've seen since the first period. Uh-oh, stolen. Uh-oh, 2-on-1, 2-on-2. Get back. And offsides. $15 minutes to go in the third. 4-1 Preds, 2-2 Mariners and Angels. Top of the fifth, runner at third with one out. Klein is ass for the Mariners, and hopefully he can get out of this fucking inning. Noda in the box. Ebbs, Alexiak, Stevenson, Montour, Tolvanen for the Kraken. Stamkos, O'Reilly, Stastny, Barron, and Evangelista for the Preds. 1 goal apiece in the first period for both. 3 for the Preds in the second, and here we are in the third. 32 shots on goal for Nashville, 14 for Seattle. Golly. Less than 15 minutes to go in the third. Burakovsky, Beniers, Schwartz, Larson, and Dunn. Decent line. Klein has got a wicked beard for the Mariners, but he sure can't pitch. Runners at first and third with one out. We're knotted up at 2. Don't give up the lead, Seattle. Burakovsky, Beniers, Schwartz, Larson, and Dunn. Come on, baby. Seattle just kind of going through the motions. Another backhander deflected. Englund. Barron, Weisblatt, and offsides. 13-12 left in the third period. 4-1 Preds. 2-2 Mariners and Angels. Runners at first and third with 2 outs. Top of the fifth. Mariners trying to hang on to this lead since we're tied. Okay, baby. Third period, 12:55 left, 4-1 Preds. Mariner game is at a commercial break. Hopefully, at least one Seattle team will be victorious today. Montour, Tolvanen, Ebb, Stevenson, and Alexiak here for Seattle. McCarron with the steal. They had a nice 3-on-2 right there, Seattle did, but couldn't capitalize. Oh, what a pass! The court is down. Get up, Joey. Oh, we got lucky there. Larson, Dunn, Eismont, Mountain, and Shane Wright. Let's go, Shane. It's like the only thing I can get excited about here. It's like, let him play. He's only played 10 minutes total. Terrible. They got to get more ice time. I want Shane on the ice the whole fucking game, which I know is impossible, but that's what I want. Larson, Dunn, Eismont, Melanson, Wright. Let's go. 2-2 game in the bottom of the fifth. Ben Williamson for the Mariners in Fox. And we have a power play. 1-1 pitch to Ben. Fouled that one back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Peterson on the mound for the Angels. Ben Williamson in the box for the Mariners. 1-for-1 with an RBI single earlier in the matchup. 11:38 here in the third. It's been all Preds. Larson had a goal within the first 32 seconds, and you had 3 goals by the Preds, Philip Forsberg and company, and it's been ugly. Larson, Dunn. Here we go. Now we got a line change. Ebbs, Burakovsky, Schwartz, McCann, and Montour. All right, Seattle, you got a power play against O'Reilly. Evangelista, Blankenbug. I mean, if you're going to score, this will be one of your best opportunities. It's not like we've had that many power plays or penalties in general. And, of course, they don't have Shane in. Stupid. Come on, Ebbs. Burakovsky. Good pass. McCann. Tipped. Just wide. It's amazing. Seattle actually has been able to pass to each other for 2, 3, 4 passes before getting it poked away. Getting better. Better than getting one pass away and having it stolen. Had a decent shot opportunity there, but again, still getting obliterated in the shots attempted. 32 by Nashville, only 18 for Seattle tonight. Come on, Seattle. Wake up. All right, we're more than halfway through the third period now. 9:36 left in the third, 4-1 Nashville. 2-2 Mariners and Angels in the bottom of the fifth. 1-1 pitch to Cole Young, my boy. Fouled that one off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Done. Good steal by Seattle. Here we go. And the penalty was killed with no real strong opportunity. That's a damn shame. So nice check there on the boards by Seattle. And then returns the check right back at him. Getting physical out there now. Larson, Dunn, Kako, Myers, and Icemont. Come on, baby. Who wants it? Anybody? Forsberg. Stamkos. Sissons. Anglin and Barron. Throw to first, and they just got Cole Young. 2 away. Don't worry about it, Cole. You're my boy. You'll get better. And we have a whistle. All right, commercial break. 4-1 Preds. Let's see what's going on in the Mariner game here. All right, bottom of the fifth, tied up at 2. 2 outs. Peterson on the mound. Hopefully we can find a win. I assume that we're still losing the split squad matchup. Let's take a look there. What are we down? 4-2 to the Diamondbacks. JP Crawford in the box. Come on, JP. This might be the only time that you lead off in a game, moving forward. You're going to be our 9-hole guy now. I mean, I guess unless, Victor Robles gets hurt, then maybe you'll, move up from 9 to 1. But it might be a little bit of an ego gut punch going from the, leadoff hitter position to the 9-hole guy. But, it is what it is. Looks like he went around behind in the count now 0-2. Come on, JP. And we're still on commercial here for the Preds in Seattle. Really rough when you score the first goal of the matchup 32 seconds in and haven't done shit since. But that's kind of the, the way that Seattle has played this season. All right, talk soon. Take care. Yeah, I mean, as far as we don't want to spam the chat up and whatnot, especially if we get other people coming through, it's like if we have like a final score, or something of that nature, but not every bucket, type of thing that gets a little much. So. All right, Stevenson, Beniers, Wright, Kako, and Dunn. At least I got my boy Shane in there with a good line with Stevenson, Beniers, Kako, and Dunn. Let's see if we can get at least one goal before this game fucking ends. And JP Crawford takes a strike 3 looking. And we're going to go to the top of the 6th. It's all good, man. There's always a different type of chat etiquette, and, depending on, what stream or room that you're in and whatnot, everyone's got kind of these like unspoken rules that, that typically most people know. But, again, we're all human. We all make mistakes and, just about adjusting, no big deal. Nice save by Saros there. Seattle with another power play opportunity. 5-on-4. Stevenson, Beniers, Wright, Kako, and Dunn. And a big save by Saros. $7:30 to go. Come on, Kraken. I mean, it's always easy if like you're a bandwagon fan and you're always rooting for like the best teams and the best situations, year in and year out. But if you do have teams that end up being, bottom 5 or bottom 10, it's rough. It ain't all peaches and cream for sure. But when the team does get good, those wins are going to be a hell of a lot more sweeter, than a bandwagon fan that just, gets numb to winning and losing because they're just winning so often. It doesn't mean anything. Ebb, Schwartz, Burakovsky, McCann, and Montour in the line. And the Preds kill another power play. Not surprised. And we got a whistle. They got Vargas on the mound. Carlos for the Mariners, top of the 6th, 2-2. I mean, we're definitely going to more than likely lose the Diamondback game. So, I mean, I don't want to have the Kraken lose, the Mariners lose in the one split squad, and then this one also. So I got to get at least one Seattle win tonight. And then we're going to go Blazers and the OKC Thunder at OKC tomorrow at 5. Last time we played them pretty tough. We only lost by 10, so... And we got a goal. Bang! Power play goal. Finally. Jared McCann. Are you kidding me? Holy cow. About damn time. Thank God. Nice job, Jared. Off the deflection. Goes to the far corner. And great pass. Top shelf. Boom. Thank God. Holy cow. All right, we're in striking distance. Remember, I wanted to have 2 if possible, but nice job by Jared McCann, baby. Let's go. With a slap shot assisted by Jaden Schwartz and Andrei Burakovsky. Let's go. We can get it to 4-3 now. Feed off this momentum. I mean, that's a long time to go in between goals and to try to, like, stay in something, Like, you get a goal within the first 32 seconds. You're just like, oh, wow, this is great. and then nothing until just right there. And now it's like a little too late. But again, I just want to see effort. Even if we lose 4-3, we were down 4-1 in the last game and we lost 4-3. It went to 5-3, but they had a review and they took one back. But it's like we're peaking too early and then we fight at the very, very end, but then there's not enough time left. But again, it's all about showing effort in anything that you do. And 4-2 looks a hell of a lot better than 4-1. And hopefully we can get one more. All right, commercial break. Nice job, Jared. Attaboy. $5:12 left, down by 2. We can feed off that momentum, or maybe we can get one more. And again, if it was my choice, it would be, guess who? Shane Wright. Let's go, baby. All right, we hit double digits. We need 10 more to get to 20. I know, obviously, things are going to be up and down and limited at times and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to have any photos yet of Yanni or Bjorkstrand in the Lightning unis, but I can look. But let me see. I might be able to. It just depends if you have the photographers working yet. All right, here we go. Looks like, they actually have a Yanni one, believe it or not. Sometimes they take a lot right away. Sometimes it takes a minute. I'm a little shocked. I didn't think they would have it up yet, but looks like, because they can have them, but can I get one that actually looks good, that fits the screen and whatnot? So. And I got a interview one too. Nice save by Decord. They're going to look good in that uniform. I'm going to miss them. But again, 2 first picks. If we can hit on those, that could maybe change, the outlook of the team a little bit. And then once we go to another commercial break here, I can see if they have any Bjorky. But 2 for 2 on the Yanni. That's surprising. Burakovsky, McCann, Mahura, Beniers, and Riker Evans. 4:17 left in the third. 2-2 Mariners and Angels in the top of the 6th. 3-2 count with 2 outs from Kingery to Vargas. Yes. Yeah, he was on the Lightning before. Less than 4 minutes to go. Burakovsky, McCann, Mahura, Beniers, and Evans. And so here is Yanni. And here's Oliver. Bjorkstrand. Yeah. There's a couple iconic photos with him holding the Stanley Cup from back in the day. So Good defense there by the Mariners. I'll take that. And we're still knotted up at 2. All right, 3 minutes to go. We're down 4-2. Stevenson, McCann, Ebb, Schwartz, and Montour, and Vince Dunn as well. Empty net. Let's see what we can do here. Come on, Seattle. Don't let them poke it away with one less guy. I mean, 6 on 5 and you still can't get it done. It's funny, like that's the only time where Seattle can actually fucking pass the puck consistently. It's like when they got a one-man advantage and it's 6-5. I think I've seen the most completed passes for Seattle in this whole matchup until just now. But obviously, defense is going to be played differently when you have one less guy and you have to get closer to your goalie to help out at net. You're not going to be so aggressive towards the guys at the top. Burakovsky, McCann, Mahura, Beniers, Evans. Saros way out of the net. Just wide. Uh-oh. Open net. And they score. Fucking A. 5-2 Reds. It's over. I mean, it was already over. But now it's over. Getting stomped. Evangelista says, take that, empty net, Seattle. We'll make you pay. And they did. Nice job by Luke. Yeah, I just wish the Kraken were a little bit more competitive, It'd be really tough to do like every Kraken game. Your mental health would be garbage, if you're doing every single matchup, considering they're like a bottom 5 team. I mean, unless you're happy with your team just fucking getting brutalized every day, but we're still going to try to do a little bit here, a little bit there, but it'd be nice if they could at least get to the Blazer level where they're still like, not the greatest team, but at least they can go on some win streaks and actually flash. Because right now the Blazers are playing like a top 20 team. We're the best, shittiest team, out of the bottom 10. We're number 1, but it took some time for us to get to this point. We were playing like the Kraken early in the season and in some aspects even worse because the Blazers were losing by fucking 30, 40, 50, which would in equivalent in hockey would be like losing 6-0, 7-0, 8-0, things of that nature. So, I mean, I can't wait for the day for, and even if Seattle doesn't make the playoffs, just be gradually better, in net and in scoring. So that way that, if you're losing, that you're at least putting up points and then, your goalie and net you feel good about. Oh, there we go. And kind of a cheapie there. But fuck, I'll take it. Mikey Eismont, one of our newbies with the tip in, assisted by Josh Mahura. It's not going to make a difference in this game, but I'll take it. Boom, 5-3. It's like when you watch an NFL game and then Josh Allen gets that garbage touchdown with like 30 seconds to go and they were already down by like 20. So now they're down by like 13. So still bad, but not as bad. I don't know how it was a good deflection right there. Saros didn't even see that deflection. Eismont in his Kraken debut. Good for him. Bjorkstrand scored for Tampa. Burakovsky, Montour, Tolman, and Beniers, and Shane Wright. This is just criminal. Shane Wright's got 13 minutes of ice time in a 60-minute fucking game. And he's like probably one of the top 3 goal scorers, game in and game out, regardless who's guarding him and who's playing. Make it make sense, Bilisma. I might have to send him an email or a text message. This is ridiculous. I mean, if we're going to lose, let's lose like in a fun way. Like if we're going to lose, let's try to lose when we score 3 goals or more on a consistent basis, even if we lose. That way that it's a little bit more watchable and you're not going insane as a fan. All right, less than a minute to go. Oh, old school Beavis and Butthead is fantastic. Like when MTV used to play music videos and that was it, not a bunch of reality TV bullshit. You know, I mean, unless you love Jersey Shore and you love that or those other type of shows and whatnot, but or like Ridiculousness is on there, and you know, it's like cool if you want to like tap in here or there, but I don't really know anyone that's going to be sitting there watching that all day and all night. You know, maybe back when they first came out, but not now. Empty net again. And that's it. Final score, Predators 5, Kraken 3. You know, we'll take a goal in garbage time. Shane Wright needs more playing time by Lisma. You're going to get an email. But at least that, you know, Michael was able to get a goal in his debut, and it looks like Bjorkstrand did as well. So. All right, turn the Mariner game back on here. All right. Well, I was hoping for a little bit more of a competitive matchup. 5-3 looks competitive, you know, when you're looking at the box score, but anyone that watched this game or heard about it knows obviously much differently. Shane, you're still my boy, and hopefully the Mariners can win. I got to watch the rest of this. Rowdy Tellez in the box, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I will be live tomorrow at 5 o'clock Pacific for the Blazers going against the best team in the NBA, the team that will probably win the championship, and SGA will get MVP, the Oklahoma City Thunder. So probably Mariners Cubs on noon on Saturday, and then NASCAR Cup Series at 12:30 for Phoenix. So that's where we're going to be going, basketball, baseball, NASCAR. And I got one question for you. When you know talk sports like us, your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Yikes.